Hello, here we are, week 11 of the Beginner's Yoga Basics course, and we've got 3 postures we're looking at. Extended angle, and we're looking at eagle pose, and we're also looking at wide-legged seated forward bend as well. So the thing about all of these postures is there's some big movement around the hips, and yeah, we've got some fair amount of challenge in these as well. So let's look at extended side angle to begin with. We're stepping out to the side, and you need to take a big stride. We'll turn one leg out, moving that knee out to the side, and from the arms out to the side, we're lowering down to the side as well, placing the hands down towards the floor and the other arm coming upwards and over. We might even turn to look up at that hand. And we'll come back up to stand. You would repeat on the same way, and on the opposite side in the same way. So deep bend into the knee, reaching down, and you would probably get into it like this rather than one arm at a time. Taking the other arm upwards and move back up to standing to move out of the posture. Okay, so if we think about our next pose, that's eagle pose. Movement with the arms, so crossing the arms over, backs of the hands might be together, but then bringing the front of the hands together if they can. And we're standing onto one leg, crossing one leg over the other, tuck the toes round. If they'll go there, that's not that easy. And we stay in balance in the posture. And same thing to the other side, so let's move out of that side, go into the other side. Other arm on top, balance on the opposite leg, tuck the toes round. Stay and take some breaths in our balance. Move out of the posture, come back to stand and samastiti. And we'll look at our next posture. Oh, actually I forgot to mention downward facing dog pose is also in this week, week 11. So let's move into that via a forward bend. So into a forward bend, then bend the knees enough to place the hands down, stepping back into a downward facing dog pose. It's an upside down V shape. Adjust the hands and feet to be in the right place for you. Moving out of the posture could be in a variety of ways. You might step forwards, you might bring the knees down to the floor. And if you're going into downward facing dog pose from hands and knees, then a good positioning for hands is one hand's length in front of the shoulders, perhaps slightly wider than the shoulders as well. Tuck the toes under, lifting up. Think about getting the back as straight as you can. The legs don't have to be straight and the heels don't have to be on the floor, although they are dropping downwards. And let's move out of that posture the same way we went into it. Bring knees down to the floor. Okay. So the last posture this week, we're looking at a seated, wide-legged forward bend. Quite a challenging posture. So sit on a block. I'm just angling myself so that you can see what I'm doing here. Legs wide and moving forwards. You move forwards between the legs. Release the knees is going to be helpful as we do that. So you'll slide hands forwards. Release the knees. And you might stay or you might move in and out of the posture, but usually you would stay in the posture. Take some breaths there. And we'll move out of the posture. That's not one of my favourite postures. It's not one I'm particularly good at either, so that gives you an idea of what it's like. It's a big forward bend movement. Good, okay, so that's week 11 postures. I'll be back again shortly for week 12 postures. Thank you.